These are Doritos, flaming hot.
Yeah, I don't get in any of that flaming hot Cheetos, Doritos, none of it.
God, these things, right? They are like, oh my God.
It's not flavor. It's just temperature.
It's like the Vindaloo of crisps.
I saw
chips for you though. Chips.
I read a piece about. I know what crisps are. Thank you. I saw a thing about sriracha and like where it's made in Laos or Thailand or whatever, and they were like, y'all don't eat sriracha the way like we have like 6 kinds of sriracha. They got like fish flavor. They got like different flavors of sriracha. We just get hot.
Yeah.
And it's like
hot.
Hot is not a taste. Hot is just.
Hot is good.
Duke, hot is the only taste.
If you like hot, fine. I like a little flavor with my hot. So
I do. Jeez,
I like to feel like that I'm dying when I'm eating.
Yeah, I want my mouth so hot. I want to drink a whole.
I want to feel alive.
Milk, 2 liters of milk.
Yeah, well, I gave up on that a long time ago. Hey-o.
Blimey.
Yeah.
This is just spicy.
I turned my mic down. Hopefully, I'm less overpowered.
I think it's too low.
Yeah, it's not too low.
Is it too low?
I don't know. Sound okay.
A little bit, I would say, Duke. A little bit too low. I got jammy dodgers.
1.9.
Have you? I like a jammy dodger.
So that's what's happening here.
That's what's happening here. What have you got to snack on, dude?
Turn it up a little bit. Me? Well, since Chinny mentioned it last week, I got my M&Ms going on. Woo!
M&Ms.
I also have some Tony's Chocolonely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got some Tony's Chocolonely eggs for Easter.
Yeah, we got some of those too. The Duchess got them. She's like, look at the little egg carton.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready to start this motherfucker up?
I don't know. I can't even think. My mouth's turning that much.
Chinny, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We're gonna start then.
Okay.
Let's start the motherfucking show.
Got his idea with this.
Ooh, everybody's idea.
Ooh.
Welcome yo to the veteran game.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Fellas will tell you about every single game that you play in this week.
Noise.
Reviews and an indie pick.
My wife.
Story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite saviors.
Oh my God.
I appreciate your ruse, man.
I beg your pardon.
Your ruse, your cunning attempt to trick
It's
me.
the veteran gamers.
This guy's an idiot.
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
No! No, I said! I am your father! Put it back on!
Here comes the Sticker Man.
Yeah, shut up, kid!
Damn it! Hello and welcome to episode 642 of the Veteran Gamers Podcast.
Yeah, 642. What up, people? I'm Duke.
I'm Stu.
Yep, and I'm Chinny.
Yay!
Yeah, we are not military veterans. We are veterans of the gaming lifestyle.
We are
And
indeed.
I'm trying to tweak my mic so I'm not too OP. But
You're always too OP. What's the point?
I guess. Wait, is it 642 or 641?
642. 642.
Sure.
Definitely. No.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it
what
is.
happened here's
Because
what
I was out
happened.
for a week. That's why I was out for a
Exactly.
week.
So
yeah,
you sent the wrong number.
All right.
You sent 640. I'm like, I've got 2 640s here. That's not right.
Ian Williams is in the chat. What up, Ian?
What up,
Ian?
E-E-E-E-E-N? There you go. I did a bit of a remix there.
Do I
So
have
how
a
are you
start?
guys? Are you good?
Yeah,
I'm a
good.
bit sniffly today.
I know.
read
I
some
heard
papers
that.
earlier
I heard
today.
that. Is that the old hay fever kicking in? Is it? With this
It
warm
is.
weather?
People are
Oh,
cutting their
dear.
lawns and so on. So
That's what's happening, man.
it's time
That's
for me to
what's
look
doing.
towards the heavens and ask God for some
for an
drugs.
injection. For an injection.
Is that really God you go to, or is it the MD?
Yeah, it's called the Garden of Dystopia.
Oh, okay.
Indeedy do.
I
God.
thought it's the NHS, but whatever works for you.
Yeah, no, I have to go private. The NHS don't do it.
They don't do that
Oh,
shit.
really? Okay.
the matter
I have
with
to
you?
go private. I go, yo, book me in.
Yo.
And I go, sir, we don't know your
Yeah.
name. You just rang us and said book me in. There's a whole
Yeah,
process.
Well,
stick
you
it up
should
my
know.
ass.
You should be able to
Stick it
tell
in
by
there.
my
I
phone
said,
number.
listen.
Like in a good restaurant, they can tell you, "Hey, it's Mike. What do you want your usual?"
I said,
Yeah,
I want
exactly.
the steroid injection in my ass.
Yeah.
In the ass.
my
Stick it in the
ass,
ass.
Right in the ass.
Right, in the
Right up the ass. Get it in
Yeah.
there.
So shove it up there so I
Aye.
don't have
Pick it
to
up.
go through this fucking torture.
Yeah, so when are you going to get your injection then?
I usually try and hold out as much as I can. Actually, my hay fever wasn't too bad today, so it was like, when I say too bad, for most people it would be bad, but for me, for most people,
you're a tough guy.
No, I'm an absolute wuss. That's why I've got it.
He is tough guy.
So what would be like an 8 or a 9 for most people is probably like a 5 or a 6 for me in terms of hay fever. Like every time I sneezed today, it was 5 times in a row. And
so like when you're in hospital, right, and they decided what drug relief to give you, like pain relief if you've had some sort of operation or something, right? And you're there with your little cut on your finger where you've only had like a plaster. And they go, right, on a scale of 1 to 10, Mike, how would you gauge the pain at the moment? What would you be saying on that? What would your response be?
You've lost me.
So basically, in a hospital, right?
Do you not go to a hospital when they ask you like what's your pain level, 1 to 10?
Yeah, what's your pain level, 1 to 10? Well, I'm just trying to gauge how much of a wuss you are. You see. So what I'm saying is,
if you being in a lot of pain, how does that make you a wuss?
No. Well, I'm not supposing he is off a tiny little cut with a plaster on his finger. So
I see. You want to know if he's actually
what he would gauge the pain level on a small cut on his finger.
A small cut on my finger. Like,
yeah,
nothing.
1 to 10,
like 2.
0,
so you could handle that, all right.
Yeah.
What if you'd been chopping some cucumber at home and you actually chopped the whole tip of your finger off?
Yeah, now you've jumped from a 2 to like an 8 problem there.
An 8. I see.
What would you say, Stu?
I once, I can still see the scar of it here, where I was chopping something, and like, for the audio listeners, it's really hard to see, but like basically my finger is upright, and the knife went down like that, and you know it was
in the middle
deep
area.
because the finger hadn't even decided to bleed yet. They went,
did it scrape bone?
That's so deep. I'm not even going to send blood to it. I'm going to let you see right in there. And then you're like, this is going to be terrible.
Yeah, then it starts to well up.
Yeah. And you're
Someone
like,
just left the video stream. I think they might be freaked out by the gruesome violence of the chat.
So that was pretty bad. But yeah, it's still, like, I'm not too bad. But, it's just, hay fever is just really, it
being a
me.
chef and all, I've had lots of injuries from cutting stuff. This thumb,
had the most injuries,
this thumb, for instance, right? Yeah. I have cut the top off that 3 times.
Oh God!
You're not going to compare thumb in. You're not going to try to claim you have the most thumb
dead skin.
Wounds.
I can pick up hot things with that and not even feel it. There's just no sensation.
For those who don't know, I almost lost this thumb in a dog fight. So.
Oh yeah, you did. Oh my God, I forgot about the dog fight.
Yes.
I once put this thumb.
And I was like, I'm at a 2. I'm like, whatever, I can't. Yeah.
I once put this thumb up a homeless.
I don't need drugs.
I once put this thumb up a homeless man's bottom.
Wow! How did we get to that?
So, and I don't even want to go into that story.
Holy crap!
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I do have a story to tell, though.
My favorite time.
Yeah, I like a story.
Story time.
I had my blog die recently. I was trying to find it's okay. It's back now. It really wasn't a big deal.
So, brother, hello.
It was the type of thing where, what's up? Someone wanted to see one of the comics that I made once upon a time, and I couldn't access it. I went looking for it, and it was just like, this page not available. And I couldn't get into it. I think I may have mentioned this last week. I couldn't get into it because the way I log in is through my blog itself. So it was all messed up. However, while I was waiting to get into my blog, I decided to go looking around to see if I could find the image files on the FTP server.
Yeah.
Because they're all there. It's just I don't know, I don't know how they're organized.
You got to dig them out and find where they go.
Exactly. But I did find a bunch of other files.
Oh.
So I had done a few remixes. I had uploaded Jordy's album, Prochette Surprise. And I found when's your birthday, Chinny?
September the 3rd.
Okay, well, I'm not waiting until then. In 2011, apparently, 11 years ago, I made an audio collage with some friends of mine for your birthday. And I found it again. It's a minute 23. This is going back in time now, people. Let's use the magic of audio to go back to 2011. So it's Chinny's birthday. What would you like to say to Chinny on his birthday?
Happy birthday, Chinny.
What would you like to say to my buddy Mike Chen? Happy birthday.
Look at these awesome chickens.
My friend Chinny, it's his birthday.
Okay.
You don't want to say happy birthday, Chinny? Take that, Chinny. Who's this potato for?
Mommy.
Does Mike Chen get any?
No.
Who is your friend, Chinny?
A guy I podcast with.
Happy birthday, Chinny.
Mike Chen, yeah. Actually, that's just his online name. His real name is Cole Phelps, but that sounds silly, so.
Are you lying?
No. Would you like to say happy birthday, Cole Phelps?
Cole Phelps?
Yes.
And he came with Mike Chinny?
He thought it sounded silly.
It just sounds like a Chinese dude.
Well, that's what Ross Noble told him, actually.
An American Chinese kid.
His mother named him Cole. Say happy birthday, Chinny. Good job. Doug, everything you want to say to Chinny?
Happy birthday!
This is the part where people made a lot of funny jokes, but I wasn't recording.
Oh, God, no, I didn't. I know. I'm sorry.
The spontaneity is gone.
Peace out, Mike Chen. That was the best
There you go.
joke ever, and you lost
I
it.
did lose it. I'm a loser. Say happy birthday, John Marston.
No.
What do you keep on changing his name for?
Who's your favorite video game character, Nora?
Mom.
Then I told the kids that your name was Nico, but the little girl wouldn't say happy birthday, Nico, altogether. So I had to get her to say one word at a time and then edit it up.
Happy birthday, Nico.
Oh my goodness.
Again. Okay, stop.
Wow.
All right.
So
there you go.
That little girl now is a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That little girl is all
for using
grown
her
up.
voice without her permission.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
That's how long we've
Yeah.
been doing this fucking
Yeah.
show.
Do you know, I actually remember that the first time.
Yeah, I
remember
remember
you
that, yeah.
using it.
Yeah, I vaguely
That's-
remember it, I guess.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just love a lot
That's
of
good
random
stuff.
people going, "Happy birthday, Chinny. You
Happy
sound
birthday, yeah,
Chinese." I don't get it.
Everyone just thinks you're Chinese, Chinny.
I know people get
Yeah.
disappointed. You know,
I know.
They think they're gonna
do.
they think they're gonna get rid of their token. You know, like they need the token points.
They need a token.
Right,
Asian
they need
friend,
we need like a black person in here or a Chinese person.
Well, they had you and Tara, then they got 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. When
Cross 'em off the
me and
list.
Tara and her brother and his wife, who's also an interracial couple, walk down the street. Honestly, the advertising
snap.
companies they snap us up. I can't wait.
And the BNP's like, I don't know what to do with this.
Can't believe it. So
I
yeah.
don't think the BNP sounds like that.
I
No, I
can't
don't think
believe
they
it.
do.
What the
I
hell?
don't think- I don't think they sound like that at all. Wowzers.
I think they sound like this.
I want Britain to be back British.
Hey, Mantis Matt's in the chat, and he says, "I hear that doing podcasts live is the way forwards." That's totally true. We've been doing it forever.
Is it though?
At least it
I
feels
mean,
like
yeah, but
forever.
we're not moving forward. We're stagnating. We've
Yeah,
been
that
doing
is
this for like
true.
3 years.
That is
We've been
true.
doing
Hi,
it-
Harley Dan.
We've been doing it live since 2014.
Is that how long we've been doing it? Do it live.
So I
Yeah.
remember when we used to
We'll
do
do
this
it live.
podcast, and then every year we'd like do
Edit
a
that
live
shit.
one.
We used to edit that shit
And
didn't we, at
now-
one point.
If Duke wouldn't just shut the fuck up.
I know. What the fuck is happening there? Is he dying?
I thought he had a mute button.
Someone get the man a glass of water or something.
No, he's.
I'm sorry. I thought I had it muted.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, totally. See, totally professional as always. We've been doing it that long.
See, Duke,
Duke
when
always
I
mutes.
mute myself.
You know what? I'm doing it on a different computer now. You can't say we've been doing it that long.
Look,
'Cause
well-
I had it all set up on the Mac, and then I had to switch.
When I mute myself, I have like a little red light that turns.
I don't have a little fancy hand pad
Yeah,
like you do.
yeah.
I'm working on a different setup.
Yeah, look at that. Look at his little fancy
Anyway.
hand pad.
I remember when our doing a live show was like a big deal. We
Yeah.
had it was very exciting, and I had this, the song "Come With Us" by the Chemical Brothers
Yeah,
ready
yeah.
to go, and it was like this is a huge.
It used to be a
I
big
was
thing.
stoked for like a week ahead of time.
It used to be like
doing a live show.
nerve wracking. It used to be like, oh my god.
yeah.
But now it's like we're going.
Oh God, do another live show.
We're going live. You know.
By the way, we should
Yep.
mention, I'm assuming that's Matt
No,
from
we shouldn't
Midlife
mention it.
Gamer, isn't it? Is that Matt?
I don't
Matt
know.
from Midlife Gamer?
I
That's
can't
Matt from
keep up
Midlife
with the
Gamer, one of the
kids,
hosts.
Stu.
Midlife Gamer podcast, for
It
God's
might be
sake.
Matt.
Our
Hi,
brothers from another mother.
Let us
brothers
know if
from
you
a
are Matt, in
podcasting
fact.
mother thing.
Oh yeah,
You
it
know
is
what I
Matt.
mean?
Yeah, because he says I'm so
It
happy
is.
that you're still rocking and rolling. That's another way of saying
course, man.
I can't believe this shit is still going.
Can I just say though, Darren, just talking of Midlife Gamer, has rubbed off on me because
What you
my
get up to in
first-
your own time, Stu, is none of my business.
he has rubbed off on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're having our first
Sexual
nerdy
experience.
board game. No, nerdy board game night this week. That's happening.
Right.
Oh, you play Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven.
Are you
We
gonna
are
play-
right.
Oh my God!
Scoop and
I hope
scoop
it's
and
6
flogging.
hour.
Gloomhaven.
You got 6 hours set aside just for the setup.
Well, now, funnily you should say that, right? Because one of the lads who's playing is coming early, especially to
Oh,
set
thank
it
God.
up. So,
Fuck me.
so we're gonna get in the garden.
what does
Imagine
on a
Kay-
having
massive
a game that
table.
What does
requires
Kay-
extra time.
What does Kay think of this, Stu? Because I want to know. What
Not much verbally, but there's been a lot of eyeball
There's
rolling.
been a lot of like, right,
just to say,
right.
just to say,
You're gonna come round and
a
do
lot
what?
of
I have my
eyeball
pens down
rolling.
here. I can refill them now.
Okay, great.
But yeah, it's been a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, we've got 4 people. So we've got the full...
I just remembered I got cookies in here too.
Duke,
Woo, cookies!
Duke, you need to
Duke,
mute
you're
whenever
still-
you're talking
yeah,
about
Duke,
something that's not related
you're
to
still
the current
unmuted.
topic.
God.
No, hey, cookies,
So
they're fun.
professional.
So I've got
Anyway.
we got people in the chat. We got Lord
I
as
know,
well.
not for long at this rate, to be fair.
Hardly Dan. Mr. Barry Scott is in, but can we look at my T-shirt? It's
That's
game-
Lewis, by the way, who's on the Nerdy Board Game night on Thursday. That
look.
is Lewis.
Can we look at my T-shirt and my tissue that I've got there?
Do you know, I did see the T-shirt.
It's a
but I
Mario
didn't see what it
T-shirt.
was
Very nice.
I bought it from New York.
Very nice. Oh, look at
Yeah.
that. I'm liking the T-shirt.
It's cool.
It's good. We like a bit
Some
of
people
Mario.
buy shirts that say I Heart NY, but Chinny's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna get one that says
Yeah.
Mario on it.
Tara bought a I Heart NY jumper.
Oh, well, there you go.
sweater. She bought a sweater.
A sweater.
Goddamn fucking sweater. What the fuck? Just it's
Sweater.
$20.
Scott.
You get it. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my mate Steve's coming round early. We're gonna set that
He's
shit
still
up
on this
for
shit,
an hour.
Stu.
Yeah, shut up,
He
you.
won't give it up.
So we're
He's
gonna
gotta
set
get it
up that
open.
shit on the massive table outside, and then we're gonna play that stuff.
Outside. I love the idea. He's gonna spend 45 minutes setting it up, and then
Yeah,
it
but
starts
it's a-
raining. He's like,
It's
no!
It's the biggest table I've got. You know, you need a huge table to play this thing on.
You need an hour to set it up.
saying.
You need an enormous table.
Enormous
I've
table.
booked out a leisure centre
sets of
down the
dice.
road.
I am. I'm going to use one of the table tennis tables.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Louis says he can't wait.
I can't. You see, Lewis.
When is it? When
on
is
the
it,
right
Stu?
track.
When is it?
Thursday night.
Which
Thursday
Thursday?
night.
Like the next Thursday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Thursday coming. Literally this.
It's coming Thursday.
Well,
This
I've just checked my calendar, Stu, and it looks
Yeah.
like that I'm doing anything else.
Anything but that.
So
Anything but that. But that.
You know what?
Yeah,
It
so
might be
there's
really
that.
funny.
It's
might
going
be
to
a
be
really
fun.
fun game.
It's going to
You
be
don't
fun. It's going to be
It
fun.
won't.
Us trying to
It
figure
might
out what the fuck we're meant
Well,
to
I'm
do.
seeing
That's
I'm
how
seeing
this is going to go.
Alan Partridge on Friday, so I win.
Oh.
Have you watched Chivalry yet? Chivalry? Have you given that a go?
No.
It's good. I'd recommend it. Give it a
don't
go.
know
It's
what that
pretty
is.
funny. It's Alan Partridge. Well, not Alan Partridge's, but Steve Coogan's new TV show.
All right. Okay. Well,
It's called
good.
Chivalry, and it's about he's a producer in Hollywood who's an absolute twat.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
That sounds great.
Um,
We watched a movie this weekend. I'll give you a hint.
Homer, there's a man here who thinks he can help you.
Batman?
was it Superman? Was it?
Was it Superman?
You're close. It was Batman.
Right.
The Batman.
Ah, the Batman.
Starring
Not any old
Arpats.
Batman.
Arpats.
Yeah.
And Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
I really liked it. Did you not like it?
I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just like it was. Have you seen it, Chenny?
No.
Wow,
I don't
quite
want to give
shocked.
spoilers
But-
or anything,
I
but
really
like,
liked
there's
it.
so much just talking.
Oh, it is slow. It isn't the fastest movie in the world.
It's not even close to the Dark.
It's
Like,
like-
it has aspirations to be the Dark Knight, but
It's
first of all, they
definitely
made the Riddler a
dark.
pretty dull character. Yeah, but dark and a lot of talking does not make for an exciting action. You know,
It's
superhero movie.
it's no Naked Gun, is it?
It certainly
Wow.
is
Do you know
not.
what I
Naked
mean?
Gun. Nobody's
Funny you should
wiping
say
off any
that.
birthmarks in this movie.
No.
I mean, the performances were all great, and like
It is
you know,
great.
The dude who plays Gordon, I can never remember his name. He was in Syriana and Westworld.
He's also
Jeffrey
in
Wright.
James
That's
Bond.
it.
I don't know.
That's fine. You know, our Pats is good. I don't know about Andy Serkis's Alfred. That just doesn't feel right.
I don't know
Alfred
about
needs to
Andy.
be
If I see real life Andy Serkis, I'm worried.
older. Well, there's
Yeah.
that.
You know what I mean?
John Turturro's amazing, and you know the dude who played the Riddler is great. I loved him in There Will Be Blood, but he had it wasn't that big a role really. You know, there were some good moments. Zoe Kravitz
It's definitely
was
an
good.
interesting take on it because it's like Seven, but Batman. I mean,
Yes, it's kind of
pretty
interesting
grim,
take.
isn't it? You know what I mean? For a
They're
Batman.
They're all
grim
grim, though, aren't
enough.
they? Batman films. They're all
I
grim.
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. Like if you were to look at the body count, I'd say Dark Knight probably has a larger.
No, I
body
don't
count.
mean body count, but I mean just there's no like the Riddler's normally in a big bright green suit.
Well,
There's
that's how
definitely none
he's
of that
often
stuff.
been portrayed. No, I mean that's fair, and I respect that.
There's no
the fact
like
that they
comic
took
book
that
feel
character
about
in a
it
very
at
different
all,
way.
is there? Do you understand
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
shouldn't there be in a comic book movie?
I don't
Like,
know. I kind of liked it.
I just think that
I mean,
if,
you could like it. I don't know.
if Batman walked around Britain, he'd just get eggs thrown at him.
I liked it better than the Joker movie. I didn't like that at all. I found that.
Well,
just-
yeah,
I like the Joker movie.
Exist.
I found it just boring and tedious.
I like the bit
Again, like
where Robert De Niro goes, "You find me funny? Like funny how?" You know, I thought that was a good bit.
I don't know. I was so irritated by the fact that they felt the need to. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix was good. Robert De Niro was good. The performances were good, but I just felt like that movie didn't need to exist. So I think the whole
No,
thing
I'm with you completely.
And this idea that like, and that was the thing. Kind of spoilers for the Batman, but like, incels are the bad guys in that movie, and they're kind of the good guys in the Joker. So it's like, okay, I'm okay with whatever. I can't stand incels.
We watched kind of a movie, a mini series, I guess, or part of one, should I say, the first part.
Yeah.
Which is the Jimmy Savile story.
Yeah, I got that bookmarked. I want to see it.
Wow,
I'm sure it's not pleasant.
No, well, he was a children's entertainer, and everything worked out fine.
It was
It was
weird, right?
fine.
Because
It's
I never
love when
knew
he died.
this, but Jimmy Savile did the "Don't Go with Strangers" campaign in America.
Whoops.
He wrote the foreword for the "Don't Go Off with Strangers" campaign. I'm like,
Yeah, go off with a beloved children's TV presenter,
What?
because then he's not a stranger. and you
what's
trust
kind of
him.
it? What they've kind of done, which is quite interesting, is though the first part of it's two parts, and the first part there's none of that stuff in it. It's literally
Well, of course.
this is how he was perceived. This is what people.
He was
thought
he was a
like.
British icon.
Oh, he was a national treasure.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guy
It's like
was
Mr.
Even
Rogers.
when he
I
died.
wrote-
Even when he died,
I know.
He
I wrote to
died.
Jimmy.
an innocent man.
I wrote to Jimmy.
Did you?
I wrote to
Did you fix
Jimmy
it?
Savile for
Did you
Jim'll
fix
fix
it?
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did. He didn't know he was a twat. He didn't fix
No.
it.
No.
But I
Well, I
asked
hear
to
he was a
be. What do you think my Jim'll fix it was? Any
I
ideas?
think you asked to be in space.
No.
Did you
I don't
ask to
know.
be a prostitute?
Did you ask to meet
No.
like a music person?
No. Because remember, I was only about 6 or 7 at the time. I was only young.
And nobody knows about music when they're 6 or 7. What
Well,
does that
not
mean?
really.
Anything? I was only
Well,
6 or 7.
Baby Shark. Right, I'll tell you because you'll never guess.
No.
I wanted to be a stuntman with Lee Majors. That's what I wanted to be. Yeah, because he was he had his other show, The Stuntman. It wasn't just the Bionic Man.
Okay.
But yeah, I wanted to. I wanted
Yeah,
to
Duke,
do
you
a
fucking idiot.
scene. Yeah, you fucking idiot. I wanted to do a scene with Lee Majors in The Stuntman. That's what I wanted to do.
I know. Did that
And I
work
never
out
heard of
for you?
him. It didn't.
He didn't. He didn't fix it.
No, I
Because
just
they
went
read
up
it
to-
and went, "We can't get Lee Majors. Fuck this."
Hey, they did get some like major stuff. So I
Lee
just went up
Majors.
top of me field where I lived and jumped out of a tree instead. It
Yeah.
was just as good.
I wonder if they ever had anybody send him a cat.
A cat?
Yeah.
What?
This cat keeps getting pregnant, and they're like, "Oh, we'll fix it."
I doubt it. I doubt
Get
that,
it?
man. Yeah, it was a terrible joke. Terrible.
So
So, yeah, so we've got
also in the
part 2 to watch.
in the chat we've got Joysticks and Chill and Hardly Done
Yeah.
and Trite are in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched the Tyson Fury fight. Did you watch this, Stu?
No. Millie and Adam watched
I can
it.
do a pretty good impression of Tyson Fury. You ready to go?
Go. I'm ready.
I don't give a fuck what he says. I'm an absolute shithouse, and I'm gonna knock him out on the 6th round. I'm the fucking Gypsy King. He needs work, Stu, but it's almost there.
I don't know. It's
Sounds
not bad. I've heard worse.
Do you know what I mean? It's okay.
So this is a different fighter named Tyson.
He's actually named after Mike Tyson.
Wow.
He's named
well, it's a
Tyson
good thing
Fury.
He grew up
The-
to be a boxer then.
The cool thing about Tyson Fury is that he looks like a fucking mess, right? You
He
look at him and
does.
go,
He's fat.
he
He's
looks
not
like-
muscly, he's not in shape.
he just looks like he's not in shape. He just doesn't look like a
He
boxer
never
at
looks
all.
like he's in shape.
But he's I describe him like a block of butter, right? He looks
Yeah.
We
like
are
a
going to talk about video games soon. People don't worry.
Now we're
dude.
not. who
He
cares?
looks
Nah,
like
nah.
a block of butter with shorts
It
on,
does.
right?
Okay.
He just looks like this butter mess. But he also like
Yes.
butter. He'd be very hard to punch because just your punches just
It
slip
just
off him.
absorbs it, man.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
absorbs it.
Yeah.
And he gives the people what he wants, and he always knocks them out. Well, most of the time he knocks.
Do you
them
remember
out.
Ricky Hatton?
Ricky
he-
Hatton? Yeah.
Ricky Hatton, in between fights, was a right tubster, and then he'd get in shape for his
Yeah.
fights. Tyson Fury just the same
Yeah,
all
but
the time.
But he
doesn't
obviously
even
is in
bother.
shape, isn't he? But he's not. He just doesn't look
Well,
like he
as
is.
long as he can do what he needs to do, he's in shape.
Yeah.
Like,
I guess.
what
He
shape
doesn't
do you need
bother,
to
though.
be
But at
in?
least
The
Ricky
one
Hatton
that's
put
able
the
to knock
effort in
the
at
other one
some
out.
point.
But he's always fighting these boxers that look like they're extras in bloody 300. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then, like he just
they got like
batters them.
kilts on and no shirt.
Yeah,
it does.
I guess most fighters don't wear a shirt, huh? That'd be weird if you did wear a shirt while you were boxing.
Yeah. But he won anyway. But I didn't think the boxer was the other guy White wasn't very good anyway. But whatever.
Well, the other thing I will say about watching is we watched the documentary about Abercrombie and Fitch. It's called White Hot. It's
I saw that. That's number 1 at the moment in the UK.
Yeah.
Who are they?
It's among the top.
It's
clothing
shop.
A clothing shop. They also made Hollister. So if you have any Hollister gear, you're racist.
You'd know an Abercrombie and Fitch shop because it used to be the one that was pitch black inside and you couldn't actually see what you were buying.
And there were
a lot of
pictures of very good-looking men with no shirt.
Yeah. It was
That's
like
my house.
Dude who took all the pictures was like
almost dark
apparently
inside.
like a sexual predator, like a gay sexual predator.
All right.
So there you go.
Lovely. Let's talk about video games.
And the CEO of the company looks a lot like Biff from Back to the Future.
Oh, does
so
he?
that's why you want
that is very funny.
Where are you going? Story time's over, isn't it?
What you been playing?
What you been playing? What you been playing? Your lips look like crispy bacon.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, McFly, your shoes untied. See, McFly. See how I was win, McFly.
Hello, anyone home?
Hello. Think, McFly. Think.
Who's going first?
I'll go first because I've got quite a lot to get through, even though I've not been
right.
at home this week.
Well, aren't you?
All right. Because you had your Switch with you and you were playing.
Well, it wasn't a Switch. I took
Or you had your
VR. Really,
laptop.
it was VR with me and my
Playing
laptop.
VR. Go on a holiday and all right.
Yeah,
Have a
it's
good
the easiest
afternoon.
thing
I'm
to
gonna be
take.
in this helmet for 6 hours.
Easiest thing to take. Yeah, so I took the VR with me.
My helmet.
And I've been exploring app labs. I'm like, what else is in the app labs that's either free or very cheap?
Yeah.
You know, which is basically the Xbox indie games on Quest. That's pretty much what it is.
And we all remember how much gold there was on the Xbox indie
Well,
games.
do you know what? There's some
Killer's
pretty good
Dream.
stuff. There's some pretty good stuff on it.
No.
So the first thing I'm going to talk about is a game called David VR, right?
This is based on David and Goliath. You have a
It's totally based on
fling rocks at
David
people?
and Goliath. You have to fling rocks at people. No, basically, it's a shmup.
Shmup.
It's
Okay,
a
why is it
VR
called
shmup.
David?
Because, and I'm not sure this is entirely true, but I'm going to say it anyway because I don't really know. So basically, you're a janitor, right?
Okay.
Whose spaceship's been blown up, and you've been left stranded in space.
Oh no!
I know, and I'm assuming he's called David. Maybe, who knows? I'm going with that. David the janitor, and basically, you're the last hope for human civilization to fight the oppressive force. It's got a deep story. That's coming to get the human race.
By the way, I just did a search for David VR game, and there is a game called DVG, David and Goliath Story, available on the Oculus Quest.
There you go. Who knew?
Oh my god! All right, so this is a space shoot 'em up.
So it's a shmup, and it's
Right.
weird, right? Because
it's in VR. What's the point of doing a game like that?
Just
in
the
VR?
control schemes is a bit weird. So when you were a kid, right, and you had your Star Wars TIE Fighter models.
Oh my god!
And you used to
Just
hold
waving them around.
And you used to hold them in your hand and wave them around.
No, that's not how this game works.
Yeah.
This game basically.
What is the point? Oh my god!
It's a spaceship, so you move your hand around, which moves your spaceship around. Now, you might. Think
You are
that
almost 50 years old, Stu.
Now you might think that makes it easier to play. Well, you'd be wrong.
No, I don't think it makes it easier to play. I think it makes you look extra stupid.
Pew 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 pew.
I was making the noises. Is that a thing?
Pew 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 pew.
Why
pew,
wasn't
pew,
the
pew.
game making noises?
So basically, your hand is the ship.
Fuck
and
me.
you have to shoot waves of enemies coming towards you, and there's good power ups. Do you know what?
Don't even fucking
I'm
start.
quite impressed with it. It was cheap as well. It was like $3.99.
Doesn't matter.
You paid $4 for this.
No, I didn't. I paid
I
at
reckon the
least,
person who
I don't
developed
know,
this was like,
$5.50.
oh my god, somebody paid for it.
do you know what? It's polished.
There's all these 5-star reviews on the Oculus Quest.
It's polished, man. This game is slick.
I mean, compared to the other stuff on the Oculus Quest, I suppose. But
to be fair, once you get used to the weird control scheme, right, and don't think about it, it's actually a lot of fun. The power-ups were great. Some of the sort of stuff that you got as power-ups, great. You get this like laser thing that shoots the rockets that are coming towards you, which was cool. You get this like precision shot. I'm assuming it's because of the ridiculous.
Never mind about what you assume. I want to know from the developer.
I don't know, but I'm going with the janitor's called David. I don't know. And he was quite funny as well because he's like, and I was just cleaning up the ship. And the next thing, I'm floating in space. It's like, fine. And then the guy's like, you're our last hope. And he's like, I'm a janitor. What do you want me to do?
What the fuck do you want me to do here? I just fucking clean toilets. What the fuck?
The ship. What is the matter with you? Yeah. And then you've just so you basically got to fight waves of enemies, and then there's like mini bosses, I guess. And you've got to shoot these motherships as well as the actual enemies that are coming. So there's a lot of shit going on at the same time.
Now, Stu, sorry for interrupting, but the website says a nice storyline introduces new features that lifts your flying skills to a higher level. Do you agree with that? Does it have a nice storyline?
Well, the first round, right? The first round, there was a bit shit, and I didn't do very well. I didn't really get any power-ups. I didn't like you've got to obviously shoot a full squadron to get a power-up.
You're not answering the questions, Stu.
You have not even come close to this.
I am doing an MP's version of this.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Where's your ring binder?
So on the second wave, I managed to shoot a few squadrons, and then I got some power-ups, and that was cool.
But Mr. Feller, what does that have to do with the story?
Well, the story was enhanced by the power.
So you're saying that the story's very good.
Story.
It's a nice story.
The story was nice. It was a nice story about a janitor who was in the wrong place at the wrong time, who becomes the hero. There you go. These mines are.
I'm sending an email to the guy.
Yeah, fine. I sent an email. Go. Why is he called David? Is the janitor called David? But do you know what? For £4, this is good entertainment. Good score attack game. You know what I mean?
Well, he's in Germany, so he better be answering that right now. Because
he'll answer it right now. He'll answer it right now. I reckon this developer is
very
midnight
there, so he should be looking at his
very
email.
prompt.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really good. It's really well done. It's kind of a lot of fun, really. Weird. Once you get, like I say, just get your head past that weird control scheme. It's not too bad, and there's not a lot of lag. You know, I was expecting a bit of input lag, you know, moving around and then the ship moves slightly afterwards, but it felt fine. There were I think some earlier reviews said that was a problem, but I think they must have fixed that since, because I didn't notice any lag between moving your hand and moving the ship. But you kind of forget you can just move your hand anywhere. So, like, I just kept getting hit by rockets because I kept forgetting to move my hand. Because you get sort of focused on shooting at one thing and you forget about shooting at another. You know what I mean? So you've got to kind of just keep on going. I think at some point they may introduce a double-handed, because this guy looks like he's using two hands at the moment, like two ships together.
You only have one ship, huh?
I only had one ship, so that must be like a power-up.
When I first started playing the VR, I felt like a loser.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to know that they're working on games that make you look less of a loser playing
exactly.
VR, I guess. So
I think he's fine. It's up for the price. It's fine.
It's a no from me, Stu.
No, you see, I think you quite like this.
No, shut up.
You like a shooter. You like shmup. What's the matter with you?
No, shut up. No.
Shut up, shmup. So that's my first game, and that's it. I'm done on that. So I don't know, Chinny or someone else go.
Well, I've only played a little bit of Mass Effect this week. I've only played a little bit.
See, I've not played any.
Great!
It's slowing
People
down.
Who are dying
well, no.
Effect.
Can I just say I did try, right? But cloud gaming fucking sucks for anything like that. It just does not work. The internet in the place where we were was it wasn't great. It was like something like 15 megs.
Yeah.
But it seemed steady, so that wasn't a problem. If you did it from the Xbox app, it was horrific. It did this weird refresh thing every 3 seconds.
Oh god.
Whereas like you know, like it was just like a blind going all the way down the screen, like it refreshed the whole screen.
Yeah.
And then I had a look and someone said, "Oh, it works a lot better if you do it in the browser." So I did it in the browser. Life is Strange True Colors work reasonably fine. Mass Effect, though, fucking not a chance. There's so much going on. It was like jittering all over the place. It was like getting like stopping, like major frame rate drops. It was unplayable.
Yeah,
fair enough.
So I did try.
So yeah, I mean, the mission that you're watching now is the only real mission that I did, which is where you come across Legion, which is one of the companions
I like Legion
from Mass Effect 2. A lot of the side missions that you do in Mass Effect 3 are just, hey, remember this character from Mass Effect 2? Well, here they are now.
They're bad. They're back and they're mad.
But they not all of them join you, so Legion doesn't join you.
No, they've all got their own shit going on, haven't they?
Well, sometimes they come on your ship. So Rex, for example, comes on your ship, but he doesn't join the crew.
He's not with you, though.
No, he's just like kind of in the war room, and he's just sort of like
shouting.
Good thing I didn't die.
Genophage, sort it out.
The Genophage, Turian scum.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. To be fair, that was almost like it was there.
So I've not made much progress on it. It just does. I think, yeah, there's just a lot of Mass Effect, isn't it, Stu?
It is a lot of Mass Effect, and I'll be honest. I think I'm going to finish Life is Strange True Colors before I go back to it. I need a little break. I'm
going to power through. I think I'm going to get this done for next week.
All right. Okay. Okay.
I'm going to power through, get it done, because I want to move on. I'm halfway through it. It'd be weird to have a break for me.
Yeah, so. I'm not as far in as you, though. I'm still. When I realised, actually, when I did go back, and I haven't even finished to get the school kids off from the school thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'm still in the middle of that, mate. I've just got to the mech. So I'm just about to get in the mech.
Yeah, you're not far. But, yeah, I'll try and get this done, because I want Mass Effect to be done.
Yeah.
Play something else. Give something else a go. So, not much progress, not much to say on Mass Effect, but the missions are good. They still continue to be good. So, it's still a good game. Mass Effect.
Still 3. A good game.
Mass Effect 3, everybody.
Still a good game. Duke, what have you been up to?
No Man's Sky.
Oh yeah.
My goodness, I dove back into this with both feet, and the combat is better.
How's the pirating going though? Are you a pirate?
So that's the thing, is that they add, it's called the Outlaws upgrade, and they improved the combat, and they created these black market systems that are controlled by pirates. Yeah. So I've been going to those systems, and the problem is that there's no real storyline. Like in a lot of games, if they give DLC or they give some update, there's going to be a story associated with it.
Especially if it's like pirates and stuff. You'd think there'd be something, wouldn't you?
Right, but there isn't.
Even if it was just like making a delivery to Nimbus X, for instance.
Well, see, there's the thing. There's missions, but they're not connected to anything.
So there's no overarching story.
Right. So what do you do the missions for? Well, you can do the missions, like any missions in the game, in order to improve your standing with one of the groups. In this case, it's with a certain pirate group. And you can get stuff for your ship in some cases, things that you can sell. The upgrading system for your ship, you'll get, and this is a flaw in the larger game. It's not specific to this new expansion, but you buy, so there's 4 classes of upgrade to your ship. There's A, B, C, and S. S is like supreme. So whenever you go to a space station, you look at what kind of upgrades they have for the ship, and it'll be like, this is for your shield, this is for your launch thruster, this is for your hyperdrive, this is for your main cannon weapon. And I only use the main cannon weapon, so I'm just looking for photon cannon upgrades. And when you get one for your main cannon, it might improve the damage it does. It might improve the rate of fire. It might improve the heat dispersal. So there's all this guessing, right? There's all this hoping that you find a space station. You can't just go and say, get me a better weapon. You have to fly around until you find a space station that has an S-class upgrade for your photon cannon and hope that it does something that makes it worthwhile compared to the other upgrades you already have installed, because you can only have 4 total. So it's really bizarre. And the same process applies for trying to get a better ship. I have a ship right now that I really like, except it's yellow, and I hate the fact that it's yellow. I would like to get a better ship, a ship that's equal quality but isn't yellow.
Yeah, so you can't
them.
repaint them. Then you can't
repaint, which is so stupid. What are you?
That's
doing
a bit lame, isn't it?
Just let you know, we're getting raided by Emulator and FNK. So say hello to them.
Oh my god, hell's teeth!
They're jumping in. Hi.
That is a lot of stuff.
So the mission system is kind of the same because you go to a space station and there will be like 5 missions, but a lot of them are like take pictures of plants, scan rocks. And it's like, what am I on The Simpsons? Come on, man. Yeah, here it is.
Well, there are rocks. Thousands and thousands of rocks.
Now, I happen to have an upgrade to my scanning visor, which actually makes the scanning of animals very profitable because I got something that like boost. Usually you get like 1,000 credits every time you scan an animal species, which is nothing. So I got this
easy money.
I got this mod. Well, easy small money. Because 1,000 does.
Hey, you want to make easy money? Scan an animal.
Exactly.
But I got a mod that like increased that by 10-fold. So now it's 10,000 credits every time I scan an animal.
Easier money.
And then I got another mod that did it by like 25.
My
so
God,
it did 10
you're basically shitting money.
I get 250,000 credits.
So
every
basically,
time
you're
I scan
cheating, is what you're getting mods so you
it's
can
not
get
cheating.
money quicker.
How is
it cheating? Because the mod isn't part of the game.
No. Okay, I see I see the confusion. No, it's an in-game
modification.
For my,
right. Okay,
right.
so
it's not a mod that I installed. No, that would that would be cheating. You're correct. That's not what's going on. No. The game has given me an improvement for my.
Well, you got to be careful what you say, Duke, because when you're talking,
you're right. I have to be careful what I say. Or you could ask a question and we could clarify that.
Listen, Duke, we don't ask questions here.
Duke, you have about 50 fucking million mods installed for Skyrim. So what do you think I'm going to think?
And then here's the other thing. So in order to so then I'm like, all right. So I did a search for like tips for getting a better ship. So there's this loop you can do, which is you buy these charts. They're charts to a distress signal.
What the fuck is wrong with that alien's face?
What? What's wrong with it?
It looks like his brain is on the outside and his face is on the inside.
Never mind about the Viking and how they look. All right, so you get these star charts to distress signals.
Bye, Kev. See, they didn't hang around long, did they? Came in and now they're gone. Honestly, tell you. No staying power.
Go on, Duke, sorry.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. If you needed to talk
we're just saying bye to Emulator. They've just what's about
anyway, so
Jesus Christ.
You get these star charts and they're for a distress signal. You read it and then it's like distress signal found, and you go to find where the distress signal is, and there might be a person there who's like in need of something to fix his ship, or it might be an abandoned ship. If it's an abandoned ship, you can claim it and then fix it up and then fly it to the space station and sell it. How
do you go to the ship and fly that ship?
You fly to it.
Yeah, but like, what do you do with your ship?
Yeah, what do you do?
Well, that's a good question. Here's the thing: let me take you through it. I flew my yellow ship to the planet.
Not the yellow
ship.
This
old abandoned
the yellow ship.
Let me tell a story. Jesus Christ!
Oh, I'm sorry for asking a question.
Yeah, you said to ask questions. Now we're getting in trouble for that.
It's not even a question. Not the yellow ship.
No, I want to know. How do you get rid of your ship? Do you have to tether it?
I'm trying to tell you.
No Man's Sky, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it a yellow ship though?
So you fly the yellow ship, you land it next to the broken ship. You get in the broken ship, you fix it up, and then you take off and you go back to the space station. The yellow ship is still on the planet, okay?
Right.
You just abandon the yellow ship?
For now, so it would seem. But when you go to the scrap dealer, not the scrap dealer, but the spaceship terminal, you can scrap any ship if you don't want it. And since I just found this piece of shit and I only fixed it enough to fly it up here, I sold it, and one of them that I found was sold for like 10 million credits, and I was like, sweet, 10 million credits. And then their little robots take it apart and then give you a lot of the scrap, and you sell that for another 2 million. I was like, I'm in the money.
Oh my god!
But because they don't want to leave you without a ship, the next ship in you can have like 6 ships. It just takes the next one in your roster and puts it in the space station. So it basically took my yellow ship.
That is one hell of a
summoned
service.
it back to where I am.
It
Because
is,
that's
so
what
you
you can do.
don't-
You
wow.
can at any time summon your ship.
That's one hell of a service.
It's like the horse in Red Dead. Who knew?
Right. Exactly. So
let me.
Yeah.
I was going to say, let me ask a question though.
Go
at
ahead,
this
ask
point.
a question. Yes.
How does this get you a better ship though? Do you have to just buy
Well,
one?
that's the thing. Because if you find someone with a very good ship, it's probably going to be a pretty penny. So I found someone with a really cool ship, and I was like, oh, let me buy it. Because first of all, it's such a weird way of doing it. Instead of having like a shipyard where someone sells ships, nope. You have to run around to the person who has the ship and hope that you can get to them before they take off and then negotiate a price. But while you're doing that, if you have anything in the cargo hold of your ship, you need to hurry up and transfer it over into your exosuit, and then you can buy the ship. Because if you buy the ship and trade it with yours, you lose everything in the cargo hold.
Oh
So
my
I saw
God.
this dude with a very nice ship, and I ran over to him. I'm like, let me buy your ship. And he was like, it's going to be 30 million credits. And I was like, I have like 5 million. What the fuck? So I realized I needed a whole lot of money.
So how much money have you got a new ship then?
Now I've got 35 million credits. I still have the yellow
Oh, here
ship
we go,
because I
here we
can't
go.
find a better ship now.
Oh my
and there's
God.
this thing they tell you to do where you land at a trade terminal and as soon as you land, it spawns like 5 or 6 ships to land at the terminal with you. So you're supposed to land and then hop out, and when you do, it saves
And have
the
a quick
game.
look.
Have a quick look. If you don't like any of those, you're supposed to reload the game. And I did that like 3 times. I'm like, this is stupid. This is
Oh
not
my
why I want
God.
to play this game.
I'm not being
And
funny,
the
Chinny. I
ship
don't know
I'm-
about you, but this just sounds like a job.
I know
Exactly.
I know what I would do if I owned a ship outlet.
God,
I would
yeah.
name it.
Exactly.
I would name it Ship Happens.
Yeah.
Ship happens. there you
Ship
go.
happens. There you go.
So
I
here's
like
the thing. Look, I was like, I'll go back to finding old junker ships and try to get more money that way. And then I kept, again, it's randomized. So instead of taking me to a crashed ship, what it does is it leads you to an abandoned building. Well, what's the abandoned building? It's this base that's been taken over by some alien life form, and you can access the main terminal, and it's just like, I see the Atlas. It's calling to me. I have to resist it. Blah, blah, blah. And then it says, oh, this person left something that can help me in my quest. And you get like 100 nanites. And nanites are used to buy upgrades for your ship. And it's just like, that was a waste of time. So, you open up 5 of these distress charts, and 3 of them go to these abandoned buildings, which get you nothing. And
Yeah,
if you have an
bit
abandoned
of
building open,
variety. It's a bit of
you
variety,
can't
though, isn't it?
open up a new one until you go look at that abandoned building. And I was
Yeah,
just like,
you get sorted out. Oh God, this.
so then I
game
was doing
sounds tedious.
quests, and I was getting money. But then the point is like, well, why am I getting all this money? Like, what's the money good for? And
To
I
buy a
realized
ship eventually.
I was in The Simpsons, like when Bart's digging that hole.
What are you doing? Digging. Why? Make a hole. A hole for what? More digging.
Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like,
It
get
is.
money so
That's
you can get a
this
better
game.
ship. Why do you want a better ship? So you can get more money.
Correct.
And it's just, that's it.
I
reached
think
the
Ian
end game.
Williams has got the answer to your problem, Duke. Delete the game. There you go.
Well, I didn't do that, but I did start playing a different space game.
Ooh.
So there's a cliffhanger until the next time I
okay.
speak.
Right, well, I'm going to talk about another VR game I played.
Oh, boy,
So-
I was hoping you would.
I know. So
This is the show
Chinny-
now. We just talk about games that the other person doesn't like.
Exactly. So, Chinny,
Oh, that's not
this
what I'm gonna
this one, I think you should try out.
for
'cause it's
fuck's
Oh,
free.
you're
sake.
gonna try.
Totally
How many
free.
times has he said that in the last 2
Totally
months?
free.
Shinny,
Um,
you really should try this VR game though.
Have you ever tried Tilt Brush by Google
No.
Tilt
in VR? So
Brush?
basically, it's a 3D art game, so you can paint in 3D space.
Is this open brush?
So Open Brush is by the community. So it's a community-made game based on Tilt Brush.
Right.
But it's totally free, so you don't have to pay. You have to pay for Tilt Brush. This is gratis.
It's quite expensive, I think, Tilt Brush, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So this is exactly
It's
the
a
same,
pretty
pretty much.
penny.
It's a pretty penny. This is free. Free by the
Yeah,
community.
you keep saying that, but look, it's
free.
good. Look, it should be.
It's excellent. It's pretty much the same as Tilt Brush, although slightly better, if I'm being totally honest.
Fraser is
Well,
in the
Fraser-
chat. Say hi, Fraser.
So yeah, so you can paint in 3D space. You can make it sparkle. it's
So,
all
did you
neon.
draw a cock or what? Come on.
I did draw a
Okay,
giant
good,
cock
good,
because
good,
you've
good,
got
good.
to do that. That's the
So like you're not really like this. You're drawing shit that can't actually happen here. Like you're drawing like sparkles and
it's great. You can draw snow, fire, like waveforms.
I can't even draw on a 2D plane.
This is on Steam as well.
Yeah, I think.
I can't draw on a 2D canvas, let alone a 3D space.
Do you know what's good about this though? It's fun. It's not serious at all. You can just let your mind go wonky. You know, it's almost like doodling in 3D space.
I think that's exactly what it is.
But the shame of it then is like, I mean, you can obviously share the still
You
images,
can draw proper cool stuff if you know how to do it. Obviously.
What was Duke saying?
You can share the still images with other people, but in order to really share it, they would need to see their own VR headset.
Yeah, you can do that, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, what a hassle to be like, hey, check out this thing I made. How? Okay, get a VR headset, and then like, let me give you this address, and you can come to my VR land, and I don't know, just.
I'm not sure exactly how that works, but it's just fun. If you've nothing to do for half an hour.
So what have you created?
I actually tried to.
He made a cock.
No, I did. I did a giant cock. No, I actually tried to do, like a landscape painting in 3D space. It was really difficult. Can I say? It didn't work well because the trouble is, you can't do layers like you would on a normal 2D plane. You're sort of trying to do layers in 3D space, and your hand obviously is backwards and forwards, so you never quite get it exactly. But it didn't look bad, you know, for a first effort. I just wanted to have a go at something like that and see how it looked. So that's kind of cool. And then I was just fannying around basically and got like, you know, letting snowflakes drip down. But it's just amazing. This is just sheer for fun. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I have seen people do amazing stuff in this, you know, and do these amazing 3D trees and stuff like that, which is just impressive. But you can it's just fun. It's just like I say, it's just doodling in 3D space.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's totally free. So anyone who's got, a lot of people don't even probably realize this is there. Because again, it's in the app.
FREE, free, no charge.
And it's brilliant. It's just so much fun. And if you've got like, you know, like the oldies round, you got oldies round, and you want to show them something in VR that they can, you know, they can relate to. This is the thing. Because it's so easy to use, and you can make things wider.
Fuck them. What about me?
Well, you can have a go as well. And I think Tara would love this.
I don't know.
I think Tara would love having a go if she's arty at all.
She's pretty hard to please.
Is she pretty hard to please?
Yeah.
But yeah, give it a go. It's free. It's totally free, Chinny. It's totally free.
You have mentioned that before.
FREE,
Did I
free,
mention
no
it's
charge.
free?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on because you're boring me now.
Yeah, okay then.
So what else? Enormous genitals.
What else have you played then, Chinny? If we're moving on. Oh, there you go. They're fucking boring, baby. I haven't played it.
Gonna be over.
Yeah, but at least I'm not boring you with like stuff that I have played.
What?
So you should have talked for an hour about a Mass Effect 3, even though you didn't play very much.
I should have talked for an hour about the World Snooker Championships. That's
there you
going
go.
on right now.
There you go.
There's probably someone listening who's like, "Well, I'd rather hear that."
Oh yeah, let's hear about the snooker. Go on, then,
I got annoyed with No Man's Sky for not being deep enough, not having enough interesting stuff, and I said to myself, you know what?
Submarine game.
It's time to try Elite Dangerous.
Oh my god. This is nearly as good as Subnautica.
Well, that doesn't fucking bode well for Subnautica, does it?
No. I mean, the fact that you're trying Elite Dangerous is
well, I did try it.
As Subnautica.
I'm sorry, everybody. I wanted to just stretch that out and make it seem like I was really into it and then switch and pivot, and I just couldn't do it because Stu got excited about me talking about Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
And I had to make it clear, fuck this game.
Yeah.
Wow, wait.
Yeah. And now, look, if somebody wants to play a game that is as close as you might get to play an actual... Here's the thing. Look. Leave aside all the other stuff. There's some things about this game, Elite Dangerous, that are very good. You're managing screens. What?
It's beautiful to look at.
Yes, and so is No Man's Sky. That didn't have anything to do with anything. All space games are great to look at because it takes nothing to make a space game look nice. The shittiest space game I've ever played.
No, Stu, I've just made one now. That's how easy it is.
Can I just say, you said, whoa. Wow.
No. Okay, fair enough. Let me step that back.
Totally mapped in the Milky Way. This is like real life space in the Milky Way.
Yeah,
all the stars that are in
so
this
it's
game
realistic. That's nothing to do with whether it's
real
beautiful
life. That's
or
not
not.
easy. That you're saying this.
I'm not okay. I shouldn't have said it's easy. Oh God. Let me explain what I mean. If you're gonna make a
Stop it.
You want to keep saying wow and let me know when you're done, and I can tell you.
I know what you mean, dude.
Wow.
Space is easy to make look pretty.
God,
like car
If you're
games.
gonna make an alien race in a video game, that's gonna take a lot of work. If you're gonna model a bunch of balls and put some clouds around them, and then put space out there with a little bit of nebula, that doesn't take nearly as much time, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. That's all I meant. That's all I meant. So the point is, in this game, 90% of it is not beautiful because all you're looking at is blackness. However, that's not the thing that bugged me. You're right, it is space, which means it's more realistic. I said that when I started. Why on earth do you want to play a game that's more realistic in that sense? Well, the fun thing is that when you dock, it takes 17 things to do, and you can easily overshoot the thing that you're trying to dock to. Whereas in No Man's Sky, you just get near it, and it's like, whoop, docking you, cool. That isn't the part that bugged me, really, because I kind of like the fact that it's like, okay, it takes some skill to get near it, and you got to make sure you're not going too fast and, measure and do the... Okay, fine. Here's how you mine for resources in No Man's Sky. You aim your ship at the thing, and you pew, 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 and the asteroid goes, and it just sucks up the things that you got out of the asteroid. That's it. That's mining in No Man's Sky. Here's how you mine in Elite Dangerous. All right. First of all, where do I go to get, because I have this mission is I get 4 bauxite. Okay, fine, I'll get 4 bauxite. Because I did this coffee delivery and it worked out fine. And I'm like, okay, cool. I think I understand how this game works. No, I didn't. So I'm gonna get 4 bauxite. Okay, fine. Where do you get bauxite? And I did a search for Elite Dangerous bauxite. And they're like, it's everywhere. I'm like, okay, fine. So I go to this system that I'm in, and there's like an asteroid belt in that system. I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm trying to get to it, and it's just the waypoint is like here, and I'm like 2 meters away from it, and it's just sitting there. I'm like, what do I do? So I'm like, all right, obviously I'm doing something wrong here. I should try the tutorials because I never really did the tutorials.
Oh my God. You thought you could just play this game without doing a tutorial?
Well, you know what game I did play without doing a tutorial? No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but that's because it's nowhere near as complex as this.
You're right. Which, as I said when I started, maybe it's just not for me. However, I did the tutorial for mining. Now, in the tutorial for mining, they don't have anything about how to get to the place where you do the mining. They just drop you in the middle of an asteroid field. So I'm like, okay. Well, Harley Dan said, I've never been bothered mining in ED. Most of my money's come from exploring and combat. Fine. Well, maybe I just did the wrong thing. But if the mining is any indication, I'm like, no, thank you. So the mining tutorial, they drop you in the asteroid field. And they go, okay, pick a rock, any rock. And I'm like, well, that's cool. So I go to a rock and I start mining it. And it's like, I'm like, I'm having no effect. And the voice goes, look, it's working. I'm like, what? There's this little chip floating away into space. I'm like, that's it? Are you kidding me? So then it's like, okay, now you got to go scoop it up. I'm like, I got to go scoop it up. What are you talking about? So I go over and it's like, press the home button in order to activate your scoop. I'm like, okay, fine. So I press the home button, scoop activated.
Poop
okay,
and
fine.
scoop.
Poop and scoop, I like it.
So I aimed toward the little chip and it's flying, and I targeted it. So now there's a little indicator around it. Okay, fine. I can tell which chip I'm supposed to be getting in space. Again, keep in mind, Chinny, this is the size of the solar system. So a little chip of palladium or whatever the fuck it is. Like, okay. But I'm chasing after it and I'm getting close to, okay, I'm getting boing, it bounces off my ship. I'm like, you're kidding me? God damn it. So I go back toward it. I'm like moving very slowly.
Gotta get it in the scoop.
Trying to get to it, trying to, boing, bounce off again. God damn it. And I look on some Let's Play and I'm like, how do you do this? And there's a bunch of posts on forums, by the way, going, how the hell do you get the thing you've chipped off the asteroid? And they go, oh, it's not the thing that's on your screen. There's a sub screen down here that shows the crosshairs for your scoop. So it's like a mini game. You got to get the chip in the center of that. Oh my God. And I finally did it. And I was like, wait a minute. I just spent 5 minutes trying to get one little chip off an asteroid. You know what? No, absolutely not.
Well, you'd think a vacuum would do.
Absolutely not.
You know.
Game. I'm done.
Not fun.
These astronauts, they must just like be like, ugh, I just want to press a button and suck it up.
Suck it up.
I don't want to have to fuck around with arms.
Says the man who chooses to paint in VR because he doesn't want to have to bother with brushes. Dude, why is realism always the better thing? For some people it is. For me, it's complicated. How long did you play this, Stuart, since you love this game so much?
I didn't. I played it for about a few hours. I played it for a good few hours.
Yeah, because it's not fun is why.
People love it.
Yeah, people.
I know people love it.
Hardly
More power to them.
Hardly Dan loves this game.
But
Hey,
people,
if you
some
love this
people,
game, more power. I'm not telling you not to love it.
Some
I'm
people
saying
like
for you to make fun of me because I want a game that's less complicated. That just doesn't make sense.
some people like cock and ball torture as well. So
Yeah, they do. That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
you know what I mean. You can't.
Hey, look. I played Crusader Kings 2. I play games that are complicated. I do. I play that ParaBox game, which is weird. There's games that I play that are complicated and weird and stupid. I play MMOs and stuff, or not MMOs, MUDs, which are just staring at text on the screen. So I'm not trying to give people a hard time if they like complex games. Each person is interested in what they're interested in, and horses for courses and all that. That's fine. But I couldn't fathom spending another minute.
Let me
on
ask
this
you a
game.
question here, dude. Didn't you
Yeah,
play the original Elite back in the day?
No.
Oh, I thought you had. I honestly
No.
thought you'd played the original Elite. Oh, well, that probably makes more sense then.
Okay.
Do you know what isn't as complicated as this, or anywhere near as complicated? Subnautica, Duke, is not as complicated.
Yeah, but it's not a space game, is it? I'm on a space fix.
Well, you're in a spaceship that crashes.
And then
It
you're not in it
starts off with
anymore.
space.
So for the first 10 seconds,
You're
of
on
the
an
game, you're in a
alien
spaceship.
planet. You're on an alien
Yeah, but
planet.
Everybody
it's
knows that underwater is space for poor people, Duke.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a
Anyway, I
go.
found another space game. It's a top-down 2D space game, which is kind of cool so far. I just found out about another one that's not on Steam that apparently everyone really likes. When I'm looking into that. And there's Everspace 2, which is kind of expensive right now. I'm gonna wait for it to find it on a deal, but this is what happens, man. I get really into a song. I'm like, I've got to play a space game. I did a Star Wars thing a month ago. I was like, I gotta play a Star Wars game, and I played it for an hour. And I'm like, I'm sick of Star Wars. Now I want a space game.
We'll see how long it takes you to get sick of this game.
Exactly.
So
anyway, what's the other one that I got? I want to give the name of it, even though I don't have anything to say about it yet because I haven't played it for more than like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Starcom Nexus is the name.
Oh,
of
that
it.
sounds something. Well, I'm going to carry on with VR games because I played a lot of these.
Thank God.
Things.
Yes.
I actually refunded a VR game this
Oh
week.
my God! You finally found a game that was
I
so
did,
stupid.
and
on
I was
VR that
just
you had
like,
to get
this
your money
game is
back.
so fucking broken.
Now, is it like Steam? You have a 2-hour window before you can.
No,
get your
they're
money
pretty
back?
good actually. I think it is. Yeah, you're only
Steam
allowed
is
to
pretty
have, you're only allowed to have played it for so long and owned it for so long.
Yeah.
But I more or less played it for about half an hour, and I'm like, give me a refund. So basically, right, everyone was losing their shit over this on App Labs, right? And it's called On Target VR Darts.
Okay.
Which is meant to be better, right? Everyone's in the reviews are like, oh, this is way better than 4 VR darts.
It's
this
almost
is way
as though
better."
the reviews aren't always very reliable for games.
No, you're telling me. And they're like, oh, it's just amazing. This is like proper darts. It's like playing darts, proper darts. So I downloaded it. And it wasn't, again, it was about $3.99. So it wasn't a huge amount of cash. Installed it, started up the game.
Must be nice.
Some weird shit was going on with my hand, right? So my right hand, my middle finger of the right hand, you know, the VR hand that you see in VR space.
Yeah.
The right hand middle finger was bent backwards and about 2 feet long and level with the middle of where my arm would be.
Yeah.
So it stretched right back, and my thumb was stretched the other way. It just looked fucking weird, right? So that happened. And I thought, well, I'll restart the game. It's obviously a game problem. Restarted the game, exact same thing.
Oh,
exact same thing.
jeez.
And it was so off-putting. So I could still pick the dart. Right, and then at one point, the darts were halfway up my arm.
Yeah.
So I had to...
Dude, you become the dart.
oh my God. And it was driving me balmy.
Yeah, but you can change the flight skin of the dart to make it
you can change
tape.
all sorts. I must admit, there was a lot of customization in this. You could change the darts, you could change the weight.
Like anybody fucking gives a shit.
You could change how I like whether it was heavy, medium, or lightweight darts.
You could put a different flag on your darts.
You could put different flags on the darts.
Oh, dude, you put the
a
Ukraine
lot of
flag on to
stuff.
show people that you care about human rights in Ukraine?
But it was trying to work out when to release the trigger to throw the dart so it felt like throwing a real dart was almost impossible. Right. And then, like, could I get a double? No. I mean, I got to doubles.
Well, that's just realistic, Stu. It's realistic. You don't want a game that's realistic? You want a game that's easier.
I spent 22 minutes on one game. And the AI on beginner AI just never wins. So it just kept going on and on and on and on. I'm like, for God's sake, please win. Please AI win. And the AI was worse than me.
Wow.
I'm just like, oh my God.
Yeah,
so just like, that is it. I've had enough. So I just turn this shit off and just ask for a refund instantly.
Man, I'm sensing a theme in this week's
aesthetically, it looks great.
You know, we're in trouble on the show when Fraser's asked in the chat, anyone play anything new or good?
Yeah, true. Totally true. So yeah, it had promise. It really did have promise, but then it was just truly shocking. It was truly shocking. They put a lot of effort into it, but for God's sake, why was this weird glitch with my finger? I don't know. It just looked weird.
I don't know.
And I couldn't concentrate once it were doing that.
Sumu's got a question. If pigeons could shoot fireballs like dragons, would they be at the top of the food chain?
Oh, I don't know. It's possible.
I mean,
possible.
Maybe, but we also
Depends how
learn how to
accurate they are,
dodge.
Yeah.
And, like, we can have shields, so our opposable thumbs really are valuable.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of fun taking them out. Everybody would get a lot of satisfaction at taking out pigeons, I think.
Yeah. What about fire
and then
arrows?
you absorb its soul, and then you can unlock shouts based on those.
Jeez.
Wow, that'd be cool. Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Skyrim? Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. So, yeah.
Okay.
On target, forget that shit. Stick with 4VR.
It's not on target.
No, it isn't. You want to play darts, play 4VR.
It's
way
target.
better. Yeah, just saying.
Right. Patrick's ParaBox.
Oh,
this game. Oh my God. Speaking of new and good, holy crap. Like, this is maybe the best puzzle game in the last 5 years. I mean, it is so good.
Hold on a minute.
I know, right? Well, I mean, what's competing?
Yeah, that is a huge claim.
Yeah. It's a heck of a game. And Ian Williams said, been working my way through Dying Light 2. Not a bad game. Story's bland. Not quite as fun as the first one, but it's not bad. Thank you, Ian. So Patrick's ParaBox, as I've said, it does this great thing of, like, introducing one factor at a time. And so I just got introduced to a dynamic whereby it has this square on the board where you put other squares into it and it flips them. So if it's up and then if it's a little tunnel that allows you to go up and then right, if you put it in, it goes up and left. And so it flips the thing like that, which is very nice. It's very interesting because it just adds a new wrinkle. And yeah, I'm loving it. It's totally the type of game where, like, and I haven't really gotten stuck. I don't think I had to look up any answers.
That's pretty good.
This week. Yeah. And again, I think that, look, I can be stupid sometimes. I will make dumb mistakes and I will, not be able to figure things out. But, I'm not the stupidest person in the world. So the fact that I don't have to look up answers, I think, speaks largely to the fact that it is an elegantly designed game. And there was one level. Yeah, there was one level that I found pretty stupid because there are these two. So there was this 2x2 grid. There was an orange square, a blue square, and then a blue square and an orange square. And the blue squares, it turns out, I didn't realize this when you first look at it. The blue squares are like a third scale, and the green squares are half scale. In other words, your little guy can move around in like six. It's like a 3x3 grid maybe in the green squares, and then the blue ones, it's like a 5x5 grid. So in other words, there's certain spots when they match up, you can go down through one, but you can't go up through that same spot. It's really weird, and it was really counterintuitive, unlike every other level in the game. So I was just kind of bugged by that. But that's a vast minority of the puzzles. Most of the things are very intuitive and very smooth. The game design is just so good. And if you like to have your brain melted, Patrick's ParaBox continues to be the gold
not
standard.
so much.
Yeah, well, that's fine. It's not for everybody. And
I mean, brain melted's not a good thing. You know what I mean? Honest.
Well, it's a good workout for the brain because it makes you feel smarter when you finish it. Yeah. And that's what I've been playing this week.
Well, I've got a couple of other things just to talk about because I've got some other things. There's another free art app called Drawing Desk VR.
Okay.
So that's completely free, and that's pretty cool. You can use spray cans and all sorts of stuff in that one. So again, Chinny, I would recommend giving this one a whirl if you want to do some arty because it's totally free. So it's another completely free game. So again,
FREE free, no
totally
charge.
Free. And it's got like canvases, it's got paint, marker pens, pencils. So you can pretty much do anything you want in this. Spray paints. So you can have
somebody's drawing a Simpsons donut. Somebody's drawing a Simpsons donut. Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's a good painting.
So you can have a go at this, and it's like I say, it's free. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? So again, it's another one worth having a look at in the old App Labs. Another free game. Give it a go. I can see Chinny having a go at some graffiti, some spray cans, drawing a big knob on a piece of canvas. That's what Chinny would do. So that's worth a look. And then the only other thing I've been playing this week, I'm going to talk about it, is Life is Strange: True Colors.
Oh,
because this worked actually really well via cloud gaming on the laptop. I had no real issues. It was a little bit occasionally, but not very much. So it worked fine. Fine enough for this game.
Yeah.
And I've finished 2 chapters. So I've finished the first 2 chapters of the game. I'm quite in. I'm in. And
he's in, people.
I'm in. There was a shocking
Fraser
moment.
in the chat says, "Oh God," which is the correct response to this game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And there was an absolute shocker of a moment. I did not see that coming. And it was pretty shocking.
Was it involve aliens?
It was the aliens came, they landed in the game. No, there was no aliens. But I'm intrigued. It's a good mystery. It's a sort of mystery game, where some shit's gone down and you got to figure out what the hell's happened and why it happened and what's going on. So I'm impressed. The voice acting is superb.
You said last week that you was impressed with the acting.
The acting is the best I've seen in any. I mean, the original Life is Strange, there were some pretty ropey acting in some parts of the game with some characters. It's just solid across the board. Every person in the game is spot on. The dialogue is pretty spot on again. There's none of this, in the first hella good and all that stuff. They've definitely got better script writers than they used to have because there's none of that in this game. There was an interesting moment which I can talk about which isn't a story spoiler, where the woman who runs the flower shop. Now this is her daughter.
Correct, Fraser.
In this scene, but the woman, who actually runs the flower shop has got dementia.
Okay.
Right? And you can do this read people's feelings and stuff.
Yeah, you can read their minds.
She's been hiding it from her daughter, so her daughter knows she's a bit forgetful, but doesn't realize the extent of the problems. So her daughter doesn't know she's actually got full-on dementia. And you read her feelings, that she's worried that her daughter's going to find out that she's been to the doctor, and the doctor says it's progressively getting worse and all this sort of stuff. And she's meant to have done a flower order for someone, and you've got to try and help her remember by using hints without actually pointing out that she can't remember anything. So it's kind of like you've got to lead around you've got to look at all the different things in the shop and work out what she would have done first to jog her memory. And I did kind of like that. I was like, it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? That you're helping people. Fraser, wasted gaming time is what he's thinking.
Correct.
It is the correct answer. No, it's really good. I like the story. I'm quite impressed. there's some of it's a little bit frustrating. Like, for instance, there was a bit where I had to find a character in the game to talk to about something to progress the story. And I wandered around for ages trying to figure out where she was. There's no hints as to where any of these objectives are. You've just got to find them. So you've just got to. So I had to look around, and it took me ages. She was down some bloody side alley, sat on a bench. So it weren't until I'd walked around the area about 5 times till I came across her.
See, how could you call that a waste of gaming time? Wandering around for 5 minutes until you randomly find the spot where this person is.
Yep, find the spot where the person is, and then it progressed. But no, it's pretty good, man. It's got the feels. It's going for the feels, is this game.
Well, that's what they all do, the Life is Strange games.
Yeah, this more so than the others, I would have said, though. Definitely. I think they've nailed it, and it isn't Don't Nod this. This is the other company that made I think it was Before the Storm these guys made. So it's a completely different company to Don't Nod, and they're just like almost like a franchisee, I guess. Sort of doing the games on behalf of Don't Nod, and if I'm being honest, it's better. It's better for it. These guys are definitely what they're doing more so than Don't Nod, I reckon.
Yeah.
So it's good. It feels like a real life place as well. I like the way that the place is portrayed and the characters are sort of portrayed within it. You know, it doesn't feel contrived at all or forced. It's pretty good. Yeah, for big thumbs up from me. If you got Game Pass, you're into you know, ever played the Telltale games or played any Life is Strange games and like them, there's no reason you're not gonna like this. It's really good. It's the best, I think, so far out of all of the games I've played for the Life is Strange series. It is superb. So there you go. That's what I think so far. It's very good.
Yes.
So there you go. I don't know. I don't think either of you would like this. Just saying.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, I like some of the Life is Strange games, but I mean, I don't know. I like the first episode of the first one that I played. I should play the rest of it, but I don't know.
This is better than the first game, I would have said easily. I think it's just more it just feels more grounded. You know, I know she's got a weird power because that's the whole, you know, the whole link with all these games is that each main character has some weird superpower or whatever.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel it's the most grounded one, you know, that she can sense people's feelings and stuff and then focus in on what it is they're thinking. You know, so she's just a bit of a mind reader. It's not as superpowery as levitation and stuff, I don't suppose. Telekinesis.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I don't mind that. The question is it done well? And, you know, it might be.
Yes, definitely done well.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you like it.
Definitely. Yes. I love this game. It's so good.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Anyway, shall we do some news? Have we got news? I think there's some news.
I don't have any news, but I assume
I've got
you
some
have
news.
Some news.
I've got some news.
Putting news first.
We never talked about this last week, Chinny, so I'm bringing it up now. Never talked about it, but Remedy and Rockstar are remaking Max Payne.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what do you think? What are you thinking?
Yeah, they're
I know
games.
It's old news now, but you know we've not talked about it.
They're games that should be remade, really, because they're made in the era of really shit 3D games, right? So from like 97 to 2005, you've just got this window of like 3D had no idea what they were doing when they were making games. Some of them are at hold okay, but most of them don't age very well, so most of them deserve to be remade. And Mass Effect 1 and 2 are in that category. Very different games from 3. Of course, 3 was made by Rockstar. So, you know, it's a different thing, really, Max Payne 3.
Yep.
But Max Payne 1 and 2 were good. They're very different. And a fun fact about Max Payne 1, I played that, and then there was an earthquake. That's my memory of.
That's well cool.
Yeah, so because Rumble had just come out for the PlayStation 2, right? Rumble was
so
new.
You thought, wow, this is the most realistic.
So I was playing it,
ever.
and then the door frame was shaking. I was like, bloody hell, this is like good. And then I realised that there'd been an earthquake.
Wow.
The next day. So yeah, it's they're games that, like, if you played them now, I mean, I think you can play them now, but they're not they're not great. They don't age well. And
it isn't that long since I played the original Max Payne. I say not that long. It's probably within the last 10 years.
When they came out, they were revolutionary. But now, the main character in Max Payne 1, he basically just pulls the same face the whole game, and it's really weird. So, yeah, they deserve remakes. Like Mafia 1. Do you know what I mean? Where Mafia 1 was a game that totally deserved its remake. Mafia 2, not so much, because the old one probably still was fine. But Mafia 1 totally deserved it. And I think Max Payne 1 and 2 fall in that category.
Yeah, but I'm just so glad Remedy are involved. Because I'm not being funny, track record for Rockstar remaking games ain't great so far.
Well, I think they have to, because it's their game. I think that because
but let's hope it's like a proper remake.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Remedy will fuck it up, really.
No, not one of these terrible Rockstar San Andreas looks almost the same.
I think more people would prefer a Control 2. I didn't particularly love Control. I thought it was fine. But yeah,
I like Control.
It was fine. It was fine.
It
had some surprises, but it I don't know. It had some problems as well.
It did.
I think they've struggled since Alan Wake, really, to capture.
Well, Alan Wake 2 is announced, isn't it? So they
are. Oh, thank God.
We loved it.
I think they'll struggle to hold people's attentions, because back in 2010 when Alan Wake came out, it was new back then, but we've had games like that now. So I just
remember. Do you know what I remember about Alan Wake was they did that tech demo at sort of E3.
2006 E3.
2006, and I'm like, God, this looks amazing. I can't wait to play this. And then it was how long later when it eventually came out?
4 years later.
It was years and years and years, weren't it?
Well, back then, waiting 4 years for a game was rare.
Yeah.
Now waiting 4 years for a game is normal. But
true.
It's just back then. I think it might have been 2005. It was 2005.
It just seemed a long time.
It was 2005. It was 2000 because it was when the 360 got announced that they launched that trailer.
Yeah.
And there was
and it had the whirlwind and everything, didn't it? It just looked super cool.
But it took 5 years for that to come out.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe I can find the trailer and put it.
And we got to the point where it was like, this game is never coming out.
Yeah,
it's never going to get released, but it did eventually, and I loved it. I know Duke hated it. Chinny, you liked this game, didn't you? We both agreed this was a good game.
Yeah, no, I liked it. Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, I've got the original trailer here.
Let's have a look. Well, this blew my mind when this came out. I'll watch it now and think, wow, did it really?
Yeah, I'll tell you one trailer that doesn't hold up very well. Remember when Heavy Rain had a tech demo, and it was this woman talking. If you watch that today, it looks fucking awful, so bad. Yeah, no, I don't think this is the original trailer.
No, that's not the original one. That's the actual game trailer, I think.
Yeah, no, I think this is it. Yeah, 2005. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the original. That's the proper trailer. Isn't
I was gonna say because that looks really close to what it turned.
It looks, it looks pretty much the game. Oh, it is the game.
Oh wow, Alan Wake doesn't even look like Alan Wake in this trailer. He looks like some bloke called Dave who drives a truck.
Oh God, yeah, he did. Yeah,
so it's
oh my
strange.
God,
this trailer basically for the audio listeners is just a lot of shots that you would see in the opening of The Shining. Just sweeping through large valleys and trees, which at the
shadows,
time,
lighting.
This is whoa. I mean, even now it looks pretty good.
It does. I mean, I'm watching this now. I'm thinking, could be Skyrim. It looks a bit like Skyrim.
But the thing is with computer graphics is as soon as you see humans, that's the test. That's the real test. Making objects look good is pretty easy, but
the cars don't look that great. If I'm being honest, I'm looking at it now, and the buildings look a bit boxy.
Yeah.
But I remember, like I said, I remember watching this at the time and just thinking it looked amazing. I was just like, God, the lighting looks amazing.
This is how easily impressed we were back then.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. Well, this is terrible for audio listeners, by the way, but just look up E3 Alan Wake.
Alan Wake 2005 E3 trailer. That'll do it.
E3 trailer, and you'll see what we're talking about. But, oh, my God.
Yeah.
forgot.
Does he get out the car? Wow, that car opened
Maybe
very
we can
quickly.
move on to the next news story instead of just talking
Yeah,
about
sorry,
this
I'm just,
trailer
I'm
from
just, I can't stop
2005.
watching it now.
This
I'm
is a
just
great
like, what?
podcast. Oh, here's the part where he gets out of the car.
You see, it even had pretty good animation for a person running. That's pretty good back then.
Moving on.
Anyway, yeah, non-video game related, but Netflix has confirmed that it's spent $30 million per episode for Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah, I had someone on my Twitter feed said, yeah, and apparently they couldn't make the next season of Mindhunter because it was too expensive, which is nuts.
Well, it just didn't. I don't think it had enough viewers. That was the problem. I loved Mindhunter, by the way.
Well, I did too. I don't know. Anyway, 30 million per episode. No, no. You don't need that much for an episode of Stranger Things.
Isn't it the last
Why do you need all that money?
Isn't it the last one?
I don't know.
I'll believe that when I see it. Like it seems like Netflix's #1 cash cow, and they desperately need money right now.
Well, they desperately need more subscribers.
Well, that's how they get them. Is to Stranger Things, isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. And cracking down on people sharing passwords.
Yeah, because that makes people happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and increasing the cost of subscription, because that's another thing.
And ads.
And ads. They're talking about putting ads.
Yeah.
I think
Would you like Netflix to be more like Hulu? Well, good news.
Good news
Crazy.
is coming.
Yeah. Maybe their app will stop working as well as too.
God of War Ragnarok Dev shows fans that it will arrive this year. So Ragnarok.
What are we talking about? Fucking Marvel films on the show.
What?
I thought you said.
Right.
I thought. Sorry, I thought you
God
meant
of
Thor.
War Ragnarok.
Sorry.
That's a video game, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, it is. Everybody really
Ian Williams says it's the last series, but it's split in 2. So
they all
doing
are.
The thing that all the movies do now, which is let's take this book and turn it into 2.
No, but Ozark, their last season, he split into 2. Better Call Saul,
yeah, drag it out longer, more
Better
money.
Call Saul's, yeah, like their last season split into 2. Like it's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's no reason for it. Like if there's a storytelling.
No,
reason,
the only
okay,
reason is to extend it
just
longer.
To make money, right?
Yeah, so that you then, if your subscription lapses, you'll have to get it again for the other half.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I've got to wait till April now till bloody this comes out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bastards.
House of the Dead remake coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One and Stadia.
Wow,
I mean,
really
this thing's
scraping
coming to
the bottom of
everything.
Stadia. Is Stadia
Coming
still
to
exist?
yeah, Stadia is a thing apparently.
Hey, remember us?
Remember Stadia?
We're still here.
We still got it.
What about Stadia? Microsoft are talking about putting ads in their free-to-play games, aren't they? So that's a thing.
Sorry, what free-to-play games does Microsoft have?
Correct. Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, for instance, is a good example.
Mm.
Destiny 2 is one of those.
That's not Microsoft. You
no, but I think Xbox in general are just putting them in any free-to-play game that they
wow, that's crazy. More money.
Fortnite.
Gotta make more money.
Fortnite.
There's another one.
Make more money.
Yo, mama.
Yo, mama.
Online. Yo, mama online.
As a result, PlayStation also wants ads in its games too. Apparently.
Yay.
What is going on, man? Not only are they nickeling and diming us for fucking add-on bollock shit, now they just want
Everybody's trying to make more money because everything's fucked.
It's all about money.
Well, all corporations have always been trying to make more money. That's what they do.
No, back in 10 years ago, they were all honest, Duke.
Yeah, they were totally honest.
I guess I don't remember that.
Yeah. Have you never seen Wall Street?
I guess not.
No.
Just by the way, talking of Netflix, they apparently lost 200,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
In the last 3 months, that's how many they've lost.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're
everyone's feeling the pinch, man. They were brilliant. They were
everybody's-
brilliant during COVID because everyone was watching Netflix.
Tiger King.
Nothing else to do. And now we're fucked.
Yeah, we're now going into the. How do we recover from the pandemic?
Yeah, they're recovering now from the pandemic, aren't they? 'Cause
Everybody,
they're losing
but like we're getting fucked because
yeah, we are.
You know,
everything's costing more.
Costing more.
Fuel bills.
Yeah.
Electric, gas, food. It's just it's never-ending nightmare. Everything's just costing double everything.
Snooker news. Kyron Wilson is on a 147 at the moment.
Oh, nice.
Oh my
That's
God,
pretty good
147. Holy crap.
He's on 11 reds and 11 blacks, Stu.
11 reds and 11 blacks. That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Still
impressive.
going.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty impressed. So is he in a good position? Does it look good?
He's got 2 reds by the middle that could be tricky.
Right.
So I'll keep you updated, Stu.
Keep me updated.
I think Duke has fallen over from a coma of boredom.
Indeed. And that's it for news. There's not a lot of news.
I'm awake.
Oh no, he's just he's awake. Right.
He's awake.
Sorry.
There's not a lot more news.
Thanks, man.
You know
Tell
what I
me
mean?
more about Stadia.
You want some more about Stadia?
Hey.
No. We ready? We moving on? We got emails?
Stadia. No. But we have got got one, but it's not really an email. It's from Jason.
That's enough to play the song. Listeners here.
Whoa, that ruled.
It's from Jason. And you know we were trying to find this game Narco that he was going on about.
Yes, I remember.
It's not.
That.
It isn't Narco.
Okay, what is
That's
it?
why we couldn't find this game. It's Norco.
Norco, isn't that what they use to inject people so they don't die from an overdose?
Norco, Norco.
Oh, Stu, did you not see the massive news about snooker this week?
No, what was the massive news about snooker?
A pigeon flew into the fucking thing.
No, you fucking joke. I bet that caused mayhem.
It was absolute bloody chaos.
I bet it was fucking total mayhem.
The pigeon flew
the Act 1 demo is free on Steam.
If you type in Google snooker pigeon, right? Yambin Terry's just sitting there, pigeon flies in, fucking kicks off the whole thing.
It's
but anyway,
crazy.
The pigeon knocked in 100 break after that. It was pretty good.
Nice, impressive. Just to
Norco
clarify,
is a Southern Gothic point-and-click narrative adventure that immerses the player in the sinking suburbs and verdant industrial swamps of a distorted South Louisiana. And every screenshot is just filled with text, Chinny. You're going to love this game.
Yeah, Chinny, you're going to love this.
It does have some nice pixel art, to be fair.
Yeah, it does. It looks pretty cool. Just to clarify as well, I have double-checked. I have double-checked Jason's email from last week, and he did put Narco. So it is no
his
wonder.
Fault.
It's his fault.
Yeah.
It's no wonder we couldn't find this game.
Hate you, Jason.
Hate you, Jason, for spelling it wrong. Norco, yeah, no, I like the look at this. I'll give it a whirl. Is it free? Did you say?
This review said no. There's a demo, and that's free, but the game is $15. But this review I think, speaks $15. I could get 3 bad VR games for that.
Yeah, I can.
This says Kentucky Route Zero by way of Monkey Island with a dash of Disco
now
Elysium.
You've got me. You've got me
We
now.
got Stu now. Yeah.
You got me now. You mentioned Kentucky Route Zero. I'm in.
Yeah.
My brother is in
Monkey
the chat.
Island and Disco Elysium. You like all those?
My brother's in the chat, by the way. He said,
"What up?"
He thought he'd say hi now. The professional show has finished.
Oh yeah, well yeah, right.
And then he says, "See you Tuesday." I never even knew he was coming on Tuesday. He never confirmed.
Have you still going? Where are you going?
We're going to like a charity quiz thing, but he never confirmed that he was going. So you gotta confirm. I haven't got my phone on me, Pete, so I can't text you. But
no, he's Mr. Red, by the way.
Oh no, yeah, he missed the red. Yeah, he missed the 8th red.
Damn it!
Great. Well, that's me
close.
lost 500.
It's difficult. Pressure, man. It's pressure. Always gonna get you in the end. There's no more news really, and there's no more emails. It's been a bit of a weird week.
No
people bloody sent in welly waggling or whatever.
Yeah.
See, you need another little code word.
You know what I mean?
But you know what? It took us 2
send us a
minutes to
proper
read all
goddamn
those. That
email.
wasn't actual communication. Put a question in the show notes.
Send us a proper email. If you sent to
No, you put a question in the show notes and people will write in. Clearly, they wrote in when they found welly waggling. So now we need to up the ante and put something like, "What's your favorite thing to stick in your ear?"
That's not a video game related.
If you were going to marry a big building, which building would you marry? There's a question.
Yeah, there is.
podcast@veterangamers.co.uk. Come on, people.
Send us some emails.
We got a question in the chat. We got a question in the chat. You ready?
Oh, question. I like questions. Go.
Yeah.
Go. I'm ready.
How are you, Chinny?
Oh, there you go.
I'm all right. Just a bit hay fevery.
Hay fevery. Is that the best question we've got?
Q&A session for this
Is that
week.
it? Is
Thank
that
you.
the best we've got?
Pick it dark for that question.
That's what we got.
Appreciate all the.
That's what we. Well, you can only work.
Oh
with
my
what you
God,
got.
this is driving me nuts.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Shout out.
Ding, 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 ding. Let's finish this up.
All right. Okay. I don't know. Actually, I'll tell you what I am going to shout out. I am going to shout out.
Yeah.
Cherry Scones again, and SLH for listening to my classic Trans Old and New Part 2.
Yeah.
Right, which is 22nd in the trance charts on Mixcloud.
I thought you were going to say it was 20 seconds long. That's
no,
a
20.
short mix.
The 22nd place in the charts.
Yes.
It's doing pretty well. And there's loads of people listening, like random people I've never heard of before, who've actually picked up on
Once
it.
you get up to the 22nd spot, you're going to have all
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah.
And can I just say, I only
Say
need
it now.
people to listen for another 4,200 minutes, right?
What?
So, like, listen to my mixes for another 4,200 minutes.
Well, that's all.
And I'll hit 100,000 minutes listened.
Ooh, there's
so
a goal
people
for
have
you.
listened to my mixes for 100,000 minutes, which is a lot of hours.
Yes, it is.
It's a fair amount of hours. Is that I've done pretty well.
That's right.
And I've had 4,135
I got my nails done, hair done, everything did.
total plays. 4,135 total plays of all my mixes.
Yeah,
which is pretty good. Mind you, I have done
That is pretty good.
116. 116, by the way, I've got on there now. That's a lot of mixes.
Right.
There's a lot of mixes.
Wow, is very nice.
I am going to do a part 3 to the trance because I still haven't used your track, Duke, but it's in there.
Oh, snap.
I've
Here
got
it
your
comes.
track in there, so that's on in
Yeah.
next week's part 3 of this mixing. I'm doing each one's about an hour, so it's about an hour a mix. So
Yes, it
I'm
is,
trying to
that's
keep
right.
it fairly even. But no, both of these have done really, really well. They've done really well, and they've been listened to well as well.
We're really not going to say anything about Chinny sticking whatever that is in his mouth.
I cannot. I'm not
Does
looking
that
at
tissue
that.
up his nose?
That's how I get by. I drive for 2 hours today from Manchester, and I just drove with tissue at my nose like this.
Oh.
Yep.
And then I just
Nasty.
So yeah. Anyway, shout out everyone who's given my mixes a listen. I was hoping to break the top 20, but I even put a tweet out. Please,
Not
can you
quite yet, but you're getting
retweet?
there. It'll happen soon.
You know, it was close, and I think
Yeah, it
I was
was.
21st was the highest I've been.
What you should
but,
do is
know.
make better stuff.
No, you're joking. It's a really good mix. These have been really good mixes.
Yeah, it's a
Cheeky
really good
bastard.
mix.
You
Chinny.
should
Why don't
be
quit
shit
hating?
less.
I should be less shit. Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Yeah.
I should be less shit. It's
Yeah.
not very nice.
Listen,
All right.
the truth sometimes hurts, Shu.
The truth sometimes hurts. Drew likes my trance mixes, don't you, Drew? You like a bit of
Yes,
trance?
I do. They're great. They're fun.
See?
No, he doesn't.
There
He
you go.
lies.
Yes.
There you go. He knows what's good.
Yeah.
He knows what's good. I think the problem is, right, they hear me talk on the podcast and think I'm probably a bit shit,
Yeah.
but I'm actually all right.
Well, you're tooting your own horn there, Stu.
Yeah, but, 22nd, 21st in the trance charts, just saying.
And it's only out of 27. I mean,
And it's only out
of
27, man, so I'm doing well there.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
But no, give them a listen. Look, if you like a bit of dance music, and it is all dance music, so if you don't like dance music, you're not going to like them.
Then fuck right off.
Yeah, you can fuck off if you want to listen to your
Yeah.
fucking heavy metal or whatever it is.
We've
you're
just
Chinny,
got
what
an
is your
email.
next 24-hour stream? Someone wants to know.
We just
We just got an email.
Just got an email
Oh.
from Jason. PS4 has not been syncing with
thank
my
God.
controllers. Has Sony gone the way of Apple? Then they'll buy the new one if we crash the old one. Anyway, unbelievable that they are saying Pilch shot himself again. This
Maybe
guy
he
doesn't
did.
Catch a break. Pilch should get some Pepto for those burritos.
You've got a clip of me.
Jason.
That's brilliant. I've not heard a Pilch soundbite for ages.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had a quiz. We need a quiz. We're not
Really?
quiz for a bit.
I'm going down, boys.
I know, we're going down, man.
Yeah, my shout outs. I will
Go on,
shout out
you go.
Antonio and Brian because they are always right there with me on the Framed. If you like Wordle, but you like movies, you should check out Framed. I think it's framed.wtf. It's this cool little quiz. Every day they put up a series of still
Oh yeah,
images
I got
from a movie.
when you sent me that Back to the Future one, Duke. I played it the next day, and I got it, and I'd never even seen the movie.
Oh yeah.
It was
so
the new Blade Runner. I was like, I can just tell that was Blade Runner.
yeah. Yep. Today, as I got it on the first one, which is rare because that's a really obscure
I want to see if I
image
can
most
play.
of the time.
I'll play it now.
Yeah.
Framed. Oh, I'm fucked.
See, the only reason I knew the first one this time is because it's in a presentation that I show my creative writing students every month or every semester. Every month, I just show them the same thing every month. All right, it's the first of the month. That means we gotta watch this presentation again. No, we're sick of watching that.
I have no idea
Anyway,
what does it do?
Well, there's 6. You look at all 6 images.
I don't even have a guess.
Well, put something in. It'll show you the next image. You know how this game works.
How does it show you another image?
He's just giving up.
No,
you gotta put in a guess.
No, because every time the 2 times that I've played it, I've got it right first time.
Well, guess what? Now you're gonna have to guess something, and it'll show you a different image. You numpty.
Right, I'm gonna put in Beetlejuice.
You're asking me how do you play this web game? Like you have no way of figuring it out.
It's not Beetlejuice.
No, it's not Beetlejuice.
I'll put in.
What are you looking at? I've got like a man and a woman in Victorian dress.
Yeah, that's the first one.
All right, okay, that is right.
But it's not Beetlejuice. Welcome to the Veteran Gamer Podcast.
Well, this
where
isn't
you listen to
Beetlejuice.
these guys play Framed.
I'm putting in Warhorse. No, it's not Warhorse.
How on earth do you get near Warhorse with that?
Is it Guardians?
No, that's a good guess though.
So it's not Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think number 3 really ought to give it away. If you've seen it, you should know. Number 3. I think it's the 3rd one.
I don't know what that is. I don't know.
What are you looking at?
Some cockroach thing. Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
See,
I know what it is. I know what it is now.
Oh, I know what that is. That's James and the Giant Peach, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't have to say that.
What?
Do like that.
How is that not James and the Giant Peach?
How is it not? I love Stu. How is it not this movie? I thought
James
it
and the
was.
Giant Peach.
Got it in 4.
There's no cockroach in James and the Giant Peach. I think it would make it a little less of an appetizing story if he made friends with a cockroach.
It is Wall-E.
Why don't you type it in and find out?
Well, I don't know because I don't know.
Yes, it's Wall-E. You got it right. Now, anybody who hasn't played today's, you don't have to bother. Just
there you are. Got it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What do you want? I've got my Millie's at the door now.
Listen to Stu talking to his daughter.
What do you want? What? Good. Well, shut the door and then you don't have to.
Shut the door. Get out.
Oh, yeah.
So yes, Brian and Antonio or SLH is fun on Twitter. I'm trying to think of other people I've interacted with recently. I think that's most of it. Yeah, and everybody listening, thank you, Ian and Fraser and Ticket Dark and Dan. Sorry I didn't like Elite Dangerous. It's not my thing. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
Me.
Yeah, Chinny.
Shout out.
Come on, Stu.
Do
it, do it, do it, do it.
Shout out. No, got none.
No, is that it? Are we done?
Okay, well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah,
If you like this podcast, there is another site you should check out, which is called VGHub.net. And on there, you find a bunch of links to other video game podcasts similar in vein to ours, but different in the way they're delivered. Some have all kinds of sound effects.
Are for old people.
Some talk about
Too many, some
RPGs.
people say.
Come on now.
Some might say that.
No one says that.
Then, of course, you have links to, great forums. So check it out, VGHub.net. It is a great starting point for your podcast discovery.
Thank you very much, love.
Enchantment.
I just fell on my bottom into some butterscotch.
Oh, God, I'm getting old.
Why?
And that's where we're going to end it right there.
Why are you getting old?
I just feel old. I just feel old.
What brought that on? Is something that Millie said?
No, I'm 50 in 2 weeks, by the way. 50 years old, man. What the fuck's that about?
One foot in the grave.
I know. 50 in 2
Oh man,
weeks.
it's just a number. It's how about
Just
how
a
you
number.
feel.
I know I feel
Ride the
knackered
bike.
most of the time. How does that help?
Well, it's time to start exercising more. I did some
Yeah.
sit-ups recently, and I felt pretty good today.
Did you? How many sit-ups did you
Yeah.
do?
2.5.
Yeah. 70,000.
70,000? Oh my
Look,
god!
I made a little holder for my phone out of some cardboard.
Dude, just buy a fucking holder, man.
Yeah, man.
I have one from my Nintendo Wii U, but look, I
That's
made
not a
this one. It
phone
works.
holder, is it?
Jesus Christ, Duke.
Yeah, it's great. It holds my phone.
Do they pay you at your job?
No.
Yeah, but they don't. That doesn't make up for me being a Jew.
That's
I'm
true.
pinching them pennies.
I forget that
You
you're.
really-
I don't even
No,
need
I,
it. Look,
I
it works
forget that
perfectly.
you're Jewish or born
Yeah.
Jewish. It's in there
Do
still.
you really want to live up to this stereotype though?
But to be fair, I don't really need a holder here most of the time. It's just every
That's
once in a while,
exactly
I'm, like,
what a Jewish person would say.
watching Brooklyn
What the fuck
Nine-Nine.
do I need a holder for anyway? My phone just.
That's Italian. What are you doing?
What the fuck? I don't give
What
a
do I
fuck.
need with a holder? What
No,
is the
what do
point
I-
of this?
Why do I need
Oh,
a holder
this is
for?
beautiful.
The desk holds the phone perfectly.
You keep doing Italian, man.
Now
Hey.
let's just remember, Duke did make a rug out of old jeans.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Didn't you?
No, you're thinking of the Duchess who made a rug out of old like shirts.
Well,
Oh,
I
I'm
made,
nearly right.
I made a cat out of.
But that wasn't me. That was the Duchess.
I made
Yeah,
a
but I
cat.
bet you were encouraging her.
I made a cat out of used
I was
umbrellas.
encouraging. Yeah, why not? That makes sense.
So.
Another show in the bag.
I can't stop eating now. Steve's very
Danny's
we
spicy.
hear that.
turning 44 next year.
Dude, that's
I
right.
didn't know Dan was 44.
Well, he
didn't
is
know-
until next year.
I didn't know Dan was 40, to be honest.
I thought he was
We're all
12.
I thought he was about my
Getting
age.
old.
I thought he was about my age. I don't know why.
Do you know what though? Sometimes I just think, how can I be nearly 50?
It's mad, isn't it?
How can I be 50 in 2 weeks?
Crazy.
Because the passage of time is a thing that is kind of real.
I know.
Not really real, but kind
I
of.
wasn't even 40 when we started doing this show.
Dude, now you're 90.
What's weird is I'm past the age of what Duke was when we first
We
met him.
started. Wow.
So, and I remember meeting Duke thinking, oh God, he's so clever. Oh,
And old.
when I get to that age, I'll be clever like him. And then I'm not.
How old are you now, Chinny?
I'm 36.
Good God. 36.
36.
And Duke, how old are you?
He's 46.
46. Yeah.
He's 10 years
Oh.
older than me.
That's right.
Oh my God.
So I remember.
Ah.
And you're 14 years older than me.
I know, I'm just old.
When's your birthday?
Hey, man.
10th of May.
All about how you feel.
10th of May.
10th of May.
Well,
That's when the AP language exam is. My students will be taking a very big exam on your birthday. I'll tell them it's your birthday and they'll do extra well.
yeah, get them to all give me a birthday shout out.
Shout out.
Well, they're not going to be in my class. They're going to be doing the test. I won't see
Well,
them that day.
Well, I don't know. Get them to do one the day before when they're all coming into class. Say it's my friend's 50th
No,
birthday.
we have to
give
do
them-
last-minute test prep on that day.
Yes,
I'll have
told
them
him it's coming into class. Just do it.
Whatever.
Did it for
All right,
Chinny.
I got to go. What?
You did it for Chinny.
Well, that's true, but that wasn't my students. That was just my
And this
friends.
is
when we were
special
hanging out.
birthday, man. I'm 50.
50 years
That's true.
old.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it with the teachers that I teach with.
Yeah, you do
'Cause
that.
I shouldn't really be recording students. That's kind of an ethical gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it, teachers. My
Yeah, I
friend
could do it
Stu.
with teachers, maybe.
Stu.
Yeah.
Stuart.
Stu.
Get them all to say
You were-
Stuart.
You were in the crossword today. It said, "Gentlemen running through the alphabet."
Hmm.
So there you go.
There you go.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Have a good night, guys. Have a good week.
Okay, okay.
Bye, folks.
Check you later.